How you going? It's Postman, and I just want to first just acknowledge, just being alive, man. A lot of times we just take everything for granted, man. We're just so caught up in our daily lives and activities. Everybody just don't take time to, man, take a breath and just be like, man, we get to experience this thing that we call life, this grand mystery. But we got a lot of important things I need to share with you. If you don't know, a lot of people have been wondering where's Postman. I haven't died and anything like that. But I've been doing a lot of spiritual work. A lot of guys talk it, but I live it. If obviously you know that already. But I've been spending the last 2 months at a meditation center up in New York, up way, not in the city, but way up in the forest, part of New York I never knew existed. And I'm way up like in the forest somewhere, and there's a big temple, and pretty much, man, I just live here, eat vegetarian food twice a day, and meditate and pray most of the day. No TV and nothing like that. We do have internet, wireless internet though, so that's cool. Cell phone service is non-existent. So pretty much, man, just spent the last 2 months meditating, man. Staying away from negativity. Been enclosed. I've been living with monks and nuns, Buddhist monks and nuns. It's been a wonderful experience, though. So really got a lot of growth as far as my mind is concerned, and being able to discern reality and a lot of understanding that I can bring back and share with you that help you move forward in your development and in your life, and bring you the things that you desire, man. I mean, that's what really that's right now what stage of development you're at, man. Is you're still locked in the prison of your mind to the point where you can't even fulfill desires that are within you, which causes frustration, stress, and that leads to cancer and different diseases that can be avoided. First I'd like to start off, if you're doing something, let me first interrupt myself and say, if you're doing something else, like you're watching TV or playing video games or something else that takes your attention away from this audio, I want you to stop doing that, because this is very important. I want to talk to you about this is your life and your future and things that you're really searching for in life. Your happiness, your joy, and even your money, your wealth, outer wealth, material things that you desire, and the inner wealth you desire. We all want to find happiness and be free from our suffering, which is very possible if you understand the things that I'm going to tell you and teach you, because you probably don't even know yourself. We're not taught about ourselves. You don't know anything about yourself. You just know you're here and you just chase money all day, you see. What do you really know about your brain? How do you work? What do you really know about thoughts? What do you really know about energy and your vibration? Nothing, probably, because they don't teach any of this stuff. It's almost like hidden information. But Postman is going to teach it to you, and it's very important, and you'll be in the 1.5% of the population of the planet who knows this stuff and are very powerful people, because they understand and know this stuff, and it's the secrets to life. So let me ask you a couple questions first, and if you should have a pen and pad in hand, interrupt myself again. If you don't, then go pause this and go get one. You need to be taking notes. I'm going to pose you with a couple questions that you should think about. What if I told you that within you right now is the power to birth every desire into a reality? Every desire you have, whether it's fortune, whether it's fame, which you probably desire now, and to be known for your talents, to share your gifts at a higher capacity, to finally just live the life that you dream about. I think, what if I told you inside of you right now there is that power that doesn't need any luck or circumstances, but the power inside you can bend the entire universe, and it will shape around your very desire and brings you everything you need every step of the way? What if I told you that? Well, obviously there would be probably some subconscious pattern that's coming up right now in your awareness saying, well, oh, that's yeah, right, or what is this, or yeah, right, that can't happen, or yeah, come on, let's be realistic, you got to get lucky, and nonsense like that, right? And what if I told you that within your thinking now, you're creating your exact reality that you see every single day, whether it's the same, you're in the same place, you can't get any beats, so you're not getting better at beats, so you're good, but you can't make any money, you're living at your mom's house, you're living paycheck to paycheck, you're stuck in an apartment, you're not fulfilling your desires. What if I told you that it's because of your thoughts that is creating the reality you live in every single day. So you continue to create the same reality over and over again. It's your creation. It's not anybody else. It's not God outside of you. It's not luck. It's your thinking that is creating a reality over and over and over again. What if I were to tell you that? Well, you'd probably be thinking, oh, yeah, I've heard this before. Yeah, right. Or, come on, no, God has to bless me, and you know, I have to get lucky, and things like that. Continue arising awareness, right? What if I told you that where you are right now, you may be feeling stuck, the loneliness you feel, the frustration, the incompleteness, the lack of finances that are appearing in your reality right now? What if I told you that just by tweaking your thinking, that you can recreate your whole entire world and reality a lot faster than you ever imagined possible? Just by changing your thinking, though. Just by not by getting lucky, not by trying harder, but by rearranging the way your mind is programmed to think. If I told you, if you rearrange your mind and your thought patterns, that your reality would correspondingly change instantly. The moment that it was reprogrammed and firmly imprinted in your mind, in your subconscious mind, that your whole reality would change. Your finances would change, your unhappiness would change, your insecurity would change, your worry about what other people are thinking-ness would change, and your whole cure, that would be your cure from brokenness would change, you see? What if I told you that? Just by tweaking your thinking. You would say, yeah, right, come on, you know, I got to go to college for 10 years and get a job, or you got to struggle through life. You know, life is about struggling all the way through life until you die and nonsense like that, right? So if I'm telling you these things, why are those things popping up in your awareness? Why do you feel that what I'm saying is impossible, and you feel like you have to struggle, you feel like you have to get lucky, you feel like that's the way the world is? Why do you feel that way? So that's when you start beginning to understand about the way the world works, the universe works, who you are, and why you think the way you do, you see. As an individual, you know very little about yourself. Who are you? What are you? You know, don't give me cliches that your pastor told you. Oh, we're creations of God or whatever. What does that mean? You see? Do you feel what you're saying? Do you really believe what you're saying? Where's the practice you're putting forth? Show me the evidence of what you're saying, the fruits of what you're saying. You believe, supposedly, right? And make no mistake, this doesn't go against anybody's religion. See, I'm not religious. I'm at a Buddhist meditation center. I spent 2 months here, but I respect their religion. I respect Christianity religion. I follow the teachings of Jesus. I follow the teachings of Buddha. I follow them because I read them, and these are great men who lived on this planet. You understand what I mean? These were some of the greatest men that ever lived. Jesus was one of the greatest men that ever lived. He woke into the true nature of who he really was, which is the same person you are. It's no different, you see. It's no, the same power Jesus had, you had. Don't say that, I got to pray to Jesus. Jesus is the Son of God. Okay, well, Jesus said the shit himself. I'm not saying it. Jesus said it. He said even a child can do the same works he does. It says that in the Bible. Jesus said that himself. So why do we skip over that, though? Why do we skip over the things where Jesus is saying, you know, we have these same powers in us, but we skip over all those things, and we just believe whatever the preacher tells us to believe to manipulate us in order to stay conformed to a certain way of society, you see? So the deeper question is why? What is really going on? See, what if I told you that you're nothing but a program right now? You're in prison. You're in the prison of your mind. You're nothing but a program that's been programmed by society, the media, and the government to think a certain way, which then cause you to feel and act a certain way. So your whole life right now, even though you have these desires to do more and express more, you're trapped. Your mind is trapped because of the conditioning that imprinted on your subconscious mind. And now you're running this program over and over and over again. Doesn't your life seem like one big loop? Have you noticed that? You get older, but your circumstances haven't really gotten older. You see? The relationships you have. Look at your relationship with your girlfriend or your boyfriend.